Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic about how the Hollywood industry is starting to eye BTS members as potential collaborators. We've often heard about Gus Van Sant being interested in working with Jimin, but it turns out he's not the only one. There are several other major Hollywood directors and figures who have also shown interest in BTS members. Let's break them down one by one and compare their approaches. First, let's talk about Gus Van Sant, who has already become a hot topic among ARMYs. Gus Van Sant is a highly respected director in the Hollywood industry with an extraordinary track record. His films like Good Will Hunting, Milk, and Elephant have won various prestigious awards including Academy Awards. What's interesting about Van Sant is that he's known as a very indie and artistic director, not a mainstream commercial one. When Van Sant expressed his desire to work with Jimin and BTS in 2019, this wasn't an empty statement or publicity stunt. Van Sant is the type of director who's extremely selective and only works with talent that genuinely captures his artistic attention. He saw something special in Jimin, not just as an idol, but as a potential artistic collaborator. This shows that Van Sant appreciates Jimin's unique expression abilities and presence. What sets Van Sant apart from other directors is his very personal and intimate approach. He's famous for his contemplative and character-driven filmmaking style. His films often explore deep themes about identity, sexuality, and human connection. If Van Sant truly collaborates with Jimin, it would most likely result in a very artistic and meaningful work, not just a commercial blockbuster. However, Van Sant isn't the only Hollywood figure interested in BTS. Let's look at some other names who have also shown interest. One of the most surprising is Martin Scorsese, the legendary director who has created masterpieces like Goodfellas, The Departed, and The Wolf of Wall Street. Although he hasn't explicitly mentioned BTS, Scorsese has previously shown interest in boy band music and even expressed a desire to collaborate with One Direction. Scorsese has a reputation as a very detail-oriented and demanding director. He's famous for his epic, complex films full of deep character development. If Scorsese were interested in working with BTS members, it would likely be in a very different context from Van Sant. Scorsese might be more interested in exploring the cultural impact and phenomenon of BTS in society, or perhaps making a biographical piece about their journey. What's interesting is the generational and stylistic difference between Van Sant and Scorsese. Van Sant is more contemporary and experimental, while Scorsese is more classical and grand in his approach. These two directors would provide completely different experiences when working with BTS members. Van Sant might focus on individual artistic expression, while Scorsese would be more interested in the bigger picture and cultural significance. Besides directors, there are other figures in the industry who have shown appreciation for BTS. Ryan Gosling, who is an actor and occasional director, has already shown a connection with BTS through the Ken guitar incident from the Barbie movie. Gosling gave that guitar to Jimin because the permission to dance outfit inspired costume design in the Barbie film. This shows that BTS's influence has reached the level of production design and creative direction in Hollywood. Ryan Gosling has very eclectic taste and is often involved in unconventional projects. He's not just an actor but also a musician and occasional director. If Gosling collaborated with BTS members, it would likely be in a more experimental and multimedia format, perhaps combining music, visual art, and performance in one project. What we need to pay attention to is the trend currently happening in Hollywood. The film industry is looking for fresh perspectives and diverse voices to attract global audiences. Korean content has already proven successful with Parasite, Squid Game, and various Korean dramas on Netflix. Hollywood producers are now more open to international talent and cross-cultural collaboration. In this context, BTS members become a very attractive proposition. They don't just bring a massive global fan base, but also represent a cultural bridge between East and West. Directors like Van Sant, who are always looking for unique artistic voices, or Scorsese, who's interested in cultural phenomena, would see BTS as fascinating subjects and collaborators. What's interesting is how different directors would approach different BTS members. Van Sant, who's interested in Jimin, might see his vulnerability and artistic sensitivity. If other directors were interested in RM, they might see his intellectual depth and leadership quality. For V, they might be attracted to his visual appeal and natural acting ability. Each member has unique qualities that could appeal to different types of directors. The fundamental difference between Van Sant and other mainstream directors is scale and intention. Van Sant usually makes intimate, small-scale films that focus on character study and artistic expression. Meanwhile, blockbuster directors might approach BTS collaboration as a major commercial project with massive production value. This also reflects different phases in BTS members' potential acting careers. Collaboration with Van Sant might be perfect for artistic credibility and learning experience, while working with blockbuster directors could provide massive exposure and commercial success. Ideally, BTS members could experience both types of collaboration to develop comprehensive acting skills. What also needs to be considered is the timing and readiness of BTS members. After completing military service and reunion, they might be more ready to explore individual artistic pursuits. Van Sant, who's known for patience and long development processes, might be willing to wait for the right timing, while commercial directors might want faster turnarounds. A cultural sensitivity also becomes an important factor. Van Sant, who's already familiar with LGBTQ+ themes and diverse representation, might be more understanding of cultural nuances and potential challenges in working with Korean artists. Meanwhile, some mainstream directors might need more education about Korean culture and the BTS phenomenon. What's interesting is how this collaboration could influence future projects. If Van Sant successfully collaborates with Jimin and produces acclaimed work, this could open doors for other BTS members and other Korean artists. This could become a precedent for more serious artistic collaboration between Hollywood and the Korean entertainment industry. From a business perspective, collaboration with established directors like Van Sant or Scorsese would provide different credibility compared to working with newer or less established directors. This is important for the long-term career development of BTS members if they're serious about acting. We should also consider the global impact of such collaborations. The success of Korean content worldwide has created unprecedented opportunities for Korean artists to break into Hollywood. Directors are now more aware of the global appeal and marketability of Korean talent, making BTS members even more attractive as potential collaborators. The entertainment landscape has shifted dramatically in recent years. Streaming platforms have democratized content distribution, making it easier for diverse stories to find global audiences. This creates more opportunities for experimental and cross-cultural projects that might not have been viable in traditional theatrical release models. From an artistic standpoint, the collaboration between established Hollywood directors and BTS members could result in groundbreaking work that bridges different cultural perspectives and artistic traditions. Van Sant's indie sensibility combined with Jimin's artistic vision could create something truly unique in cinema. The timing couldn't be better for such collaborations. With BTS members now having completed their military service and returning to individual projects, they have the freedom to explore different artistic avenues. The global entertainment industry is more interconnected than ever, and audiences are increasingly hungry for authentic, diverse content. What's certain is that interest from multiple Hollywood figures shows that BTS has reached a point where they're viewed as a serious artistic force, not just a musical act. This is very important validation for their potential transition to the acting world. The future possibilities are endless. Whether it's Van Sant's intimate character studies, Scorsese's epic narratives, or Gosling's experimental multimedia projects, each collaboration would offer unique opportunities for BTS members to showcase different aspects of their talents and personalities. In conclusion, while Gus Van Sant is the most vocal name about his interest in Jimin, he represents just one option in the spectrum of potential Hollywood collaborations. Different directors will offer different types of experiences and opportunities. What's important is that BTS members choose collaborations that align with their artistic vision and career goals. The fact that multiple respected Hollywood figures are showing interest in BTS members speaks volumes about their potential and the changing landscape of the entertainment industry. Whether they choose the artistic route with directors like Van Sant or the commercial path with blockbuster filmmakers, BTS members are positioned to make a significant impact in Hollywood. So guys, what do you think? Which director do you think would be the best fit to collaborate with BTS members? And which member do you think is most ready for an acting debut? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates about BTS and their Hollywood connections.